I got another great side dish for the holiday celebrations. This is using root vegetables, ones that we normally don't use in our daily cooking. I've got this recipe, it's super easy. Let's get cooking with style. Really, the hardest part about making this scalloped root vegetable dish is the fact that you got to peel everything. So let's start assembling and I'll show you how really easy it is. We've got our sweet potatoes here. We're just going to put them in on one side. And I want you to kind of give everything a border here and then put the biggest ones on top. Of course, you can't do that with the carrots. Using your hands is kind of like a dam right there. And we're going to stack it all up. And now we've got the parsnips. How many of you have parsnips on a regular basis? Probably not many, but they're long and then they're really narrow in the front and really wide in the back. So we'll put the small ones down in the bottom and then we'll take our thick ones and we'll put those on top so that we get kind of like a card effect here. So they look like a deck of cards. And then last but not least are going to be our beets. And you want to deal with these guys last because they will stain your hands. And we're just going to kind of toss those in like so. Put those in, like I said, a stack of cards like that. So you can see how nice and colorful that is. To this, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic in. And there's no really rhyme or reason. We're using maybe 1.5 cloves or 2 cloves, lightly minced. And then to that, make sure you get some over there. We're gonna put the cream in. And the cream, we'll try to cover all the vegetables with the cream. Approximately 2 cups, maybe a little bit more if you've got extra vegetables. And make sure you get all that cream out because it's expensive and we wanna get all the ingredients in there. To this, about 1 teaspoon of salt over the top. And then some black pepper. And I like my pepper a little bit more coarse, so, but that's up to you. If you like it fine, go that way too. And so from here, we're off to the oven. Now before you put this in the oven, you want to put a little bit of foil over the top, keep in the moisture and allow it to kind of steam. Oven's preheated, 350 for about 45 minutes. We're almost there. Let's put the final touch on top of this root vegetables. Those are looking good, but not as good as they're gonna look once we get some of this Parmesan and Romano cheese melted over the top. Put that back in the oven for another, say 10-15 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve. All right, this is looking perfect. The cheese has had a chance to melt on top. And this is very hot, so if you're gonna put it out, make sure people know. What I love about this dish is the color contrast here. You've got the parsnips, carrots, sweet potatoes, and beets. And most people are not gonna eat beets if you serve them normal. But if you serve them this way with all these colors, everyone's gonna love it. And they're just so nice and tender. Everything is nice and soft with the cheese and the cream and the garlic in there. This is a wonderful holiday side dish. If you'd like this recipe and all the ones we're doing here on Cooking with Styles, go to cbsa.com and get yourself some casual elegance. Enjoy.